Several months ago, I purchased this Lenovo IdeaPad 3 with an i5-1035G1 processor and 12 gigabytes of RAM to do a review. And then shortly thereafter, I purchased this Gateway laptop, also with an i5-1035G1 processor and 16 gigabytes of RAM, and did a review on that one. And then when you buy two computers that are so similar to each other, you do a comparison video. And so I did that of the two computers. And a question I kept getting on all of these laptops, or on all of these videos, was, well, how is the gaming performance on this laptop? And I am not much of a gamer, and so that is not something I usually test like at all. But I figured I'd give it a try with Valorant, Rocket League, and Fortnite. Not because those are my favorite games, but because they are free and they are popular. So let's jump in and we're going to test the Lenovo IdeaPad 3. We're starting out with Valorant, and you can see here that I'm just using the 720p because it's only a 720p panel. 720p, all low settings. I forgot how to load out, and so I was just using the handgun, and this was the only good moment I had, and then I got pwned there. But most of the time I looked more like this, but you can see that, it's a pretty smooth experience overall. I wish I could say that I got better once I figured out how to load out, but this is certainly not true. And having a smooth experience did not make me any better of a player. Moving over to Rocket League, you can see that this was a really, really smooth experience. I mean, Rocket League is not a demanding game at all. This thing practically runs on a potato, and that's definitely true of this computer. Even though we're running 720p, all low settings, I felt like the experience was pretty darn smooth, and it was a pretty playable experience, If you're a console gamer, right, and you're sitting like 17 feet away from the TV anyway, this is probably an experience that you're used to. Pretty low resolution and just messing around. This is the only cool thing I did in Rocket League, which is the reason I kept this clip in. That's it. That's the coolest thing I've done in Rocket League. So let's move over to Fortnite. I know that the initial jumping out of the plane and parachuting in, that is the hardest part to run. And you can see here with a resolution scale set to 55% and 720p, all low settings, it was still a pretty choppy experience, which is just awful, man, that we're running 720p, lowest settings you can do, except for the resolution scale. I guess I could set lower, but we're only at half resolution scale. And this still wasn't that smooth of an experience. It was playable, and I'm not a competitive gamer, so I don't need every frame, but even then, it just wasn't super great overall. Moving over to the Gateway laptop with Valorant, this was an incredibly smooth experience. I don't know if you can see the frame counter over there on the right, but it looks like we're getting somewhere in the ballpark of like 70 frames a second, and so it was a really smooth experience overall. I think we did dip down to like 40s occasionally, but it looks really good. We're running 1080p because this is a 1080p panel on the Gateway laptop, and it was still a really smooth experience overall. I liked it a lot. Moving over to Rocket League, again, 1080p experience. You can tell it's definitely a lot clearer because it is in fact a clearer panel, or a higher definition panel, but that still didn't make me any good at Rocket League. And as you can see here, I just let people score. So really smooth experience, no issues at all with Rocket League, even at 1080p. I think those extra 4 gigabytes of RAM helped out a lot. Fortnite though is obviously a little bit different experience. Here we are at 720p low again, and I dropped the resolution scale down to 40% resolution scale, and it was smooth overall. I mean, it looks awful. I mean, you have kind of this like screen tearing and stuff like that that's going on, and kind of this aliasing going on. So it wasn't great. I had no idea what I was doing playing anyway. So like, I'm just really, really bad at Fortnite. I'm just running around with this thing. I like duck into here after trying to get, like, somebody shoots me, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go inside this building and try building stuff inside this building, which was just, I mean, it was stupid. Like I said, I'm not much of a gamer. I don't play this game very often at all. And I just totally got pwned. But it is a smoother experience once you drop the resolution frame or resolution scale down to 40%, which is what that was running at. Overall, I would not use these laptops for gaming whatsoever. You can get away with some esports titles. You saw that Rocket League and Valorant ran just fine. But Fortnite, anything more demanding than Fortnite, that's just going to be a terrible experience. So I wouldn't recommend these laptops for gaming, but they're pretty good for all the other things I use them for. And so I do still recommend them. I do think that they are the best budget laptops that you can find right now on the market. I just wouldn't use them for gaming. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.